Hello everyone and welcome to the video lecture on numerical methods. As we know, linear system of equations arises in the study of many fields, both directly in modeling of physical problem and indirectly in the numerical solution of other mathematical models. Simultaneous linear equations occurs quite often in engineering and sciences. The determination of numerical solution of a system of linear equation is an important part of study. The numerical method for solving linear algebraic system can be divided into two methods, namely direct method, the method which gives the desired result after some computation using the set of formulae or procedure, which can be specified in advance, is called the direct method. For example, x square plus 2x plus 1 equal to 0 can be solved easily by making use of formula x equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So this is an example of direct method. Let's see what this second method talks about. So the method in which we start from an approximation to the actual solution and obtain the better and better approximation from a computational cycle, which gets repeated sufficiently many times to get the desired degree of accuracy, is called the iterative methods. So you must have understood what this direct method is. So in a direct method, the number of computations are fixed and finite, whereas in an iterative method, the amount of computations depends on the accuracy required. So in this video lecture, we are going to study about one of the direct numerical methods to solve the system of simultaneous linear equation, that is Gauss elimination method. So as I said just now, that it is a direct method, and what we are going to do in this direct method is that we are going to convert the given system of linear equation into a upper triangular system, equivalent upper triangular system, and then this transform system can be used to give the solution by the method of backward substitution or back substitutions. So let's see what is the working rule for solving any system of linear equation by Gauss elimination method. So the first step what we are going to do is to write the system of equation in matrix form. Then once we get a matrix form, then we will reduce the augmented matrix to upper triangular form, and after getting upper triangular form, it is to be used to obtain a desired solution using a backward substitution. So I hope these three steps are clear to you all. So let's see with the help of an example how to apply or how to get the solution of the system of linear equation using a Gauss elimination method. So first example which I am discussing here is solve by Gauss elimination method. The system given is 2x plus 3y plus z equal to 13. The second equation in the system is x minus y minus 2z equal to minus 1, and the third one is 3x plus y plus 4z equal to 15. So according to the first step, we will write this system of equation in a matrix form. So given system in matrix form is so we know very well how to write system of linear equation into matrix form. We have studied this in a lower classes. So this will be the matrix form of the given system of equation which I am denoting here as Ax is equal to B, where A is a coefficient matrix, B is a constant matrix, and X is a variable matrix. And then accordingly we will write the augmented matrix. So therefore augmented matrix is that is K equal to, we denote augmented matrix by a symbol letter K. We write this augmented matrix by augmenting a coefficient matrix with a constant matrix. So in this way I have written a augmented matrix. In order to separate A from B, we can draw a dotted line. Now this is augmented matrix. Let's work for reducing this into a upper triangular form. So we need to identify the diagonal elements. And once we get diagonal elements, go for the first diagonal elements. So the first diagonal element over here is nothing but this 2, right? So make use of this 2 in order to make all other elements lying below it 0, right? So I need to convert 1 0 with the help of 2, as well as 3 also 0 with the help of 2. So we will operate R2. I am going to multiply this by 2, so 2 times R2 minus R1, and then what we will have, 2 times R3 minus 3 times R1, right? So operating this, what we are getting here is, so this K becomes, so my first row remains unchanged, that is nothing but 2 3 1, and let's see what are the changes in the second and third row with the help of the operations so defined. So it is 2 minus 2 0, this I am multiplying with 2 and minus this, so this will be minus 2 minus 3 minus 5, and then again this is getting multiplied with 2, so minus 4 minus 1 minus 5. So both the elements are nothing but, this is minus 5, this also equal to minus 5. So we have 0 minus 5 minus 5, then here we need to write the changes in the last column as well. So let's see what are the changes. So it is 2 times minus 1, so that is minus 2 minus 13, so that comes out to be minus 15. So it is here minus 15, and over here the element was 13. Now let's find out the change in the third row. 3 is getting multiplied with 2, 6, this is multiplied with 3, 6 minus 6 0, then 2 minus 9, 2 minus 9 is minus 7, and then 4 to the 8 minus 3, so that is nothing but 5. So it is 2 minus 9 is minus 7, and here it is what we are getting, 5, minus 7 and 5. So here it is 0 minus 7 5. Let's find out the change in the last element. 15 to the 30, 30 minus 39, so that is nothing but minus 9. So we have minus 9 over here. In this way I am getting the all elements below the first diagonal as 0. Let's move to the second diagonal element. Before that, in order to make the computation process simpler, let's divide the second row by minus 5. So what we have? So we have this K as 2, 3, 1, 13 as it is. Changes in the second row will be 0, 1, 1, 3, and then this is 0, minus 7, 5 minus 9. This way it goes. Now diagonal element, second diagonal element is 1. Let's make all element lying below it 0, that is only one element is here, which is minus 7. So in order to convert minus 7 to 0, I just have to multiply second row by 7 and add. So it is operation will be R3 plus 7 R2. So this K becomes, so what we have now is there will not be any change in the first two rows, and let's find the change in the third row. So 0 0, then this becomes 12, and here we have 12 also, right? So in this way we get the all elements below the diagonal as 0. So I can make use of this in equation 1 in order to get the solution. So let's use 2 in equation 1. So using equation 2 in equation 1, we get, so what we will get? So the portion of this augmented matrix except last column is nothing but A. So that we will write in place of A. So it is 2 3 1, then it is 0 1 1 0 0 12. This is what I am having as A. Then we will write a variable matrix, that is x y z equal to the constant matrix, that will be nothing but last column of this. So that is 13 3 12. Now multiply the matrices and equate accordingly. So what you will get, 2x plus 3y plus z equal to 13, then y plus z equal to 3, and 12z is equal to 12. So if I will call this equation as 3, this as 4, and this as 5. So you can see here I will start getting the solution from the last equation, and it is to be used in the second last equation. So in this way we go on moving in the upward direction. So this is called as the backward substitution, right? Backward substitution for getting the solution. So equation 5 implies you will get z as 1. So put this value of z in equation 4. So equation 4 will give you, if I'll put z as 1, what I am getting here, y is equal to 2, and then these two values, that is values of x and y, are to be used in equation 3 to obtain the value of x, which we will get over here as 3. So therefore in this way, using backward substitution, we have obtained the solution from a reduced upper triangular form of the given system. So therefore the required solution is x equal to 3, y is equal to 2, and z is equal to 1. So this method is very easy to understand. Now note that here whatever diagonal element we get, these are called as the pivots. So what are the pivot elements? Over here the pivot elements are 2, 1 and 12. So in this way the method works. So in the next video lecture we will discuss few more important example on the same method. Till then, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you all for watching the video.